Now for some more fun. So in the last lesson, we found parabolas that just had the vertex at 0, 0. But now we're going to shift it side to side. So what does that look like when we do that? Well, let's think. If it opens left or right, so that's if it goes left or right, is that an x squared or a y squared? That's a y squared. And so now think back to what you know about shifting right and left. And so we've got the y squared, but we can shift by k, and then equals 4p x minus h. Now really what all that means is that we're just going to fill in our the vertex into that spot. Then what happens if it goes up or down? Well, similar, but now we have an x squared, makes it open up and down. So opens left or the right? This one. Okay. So I'm giving you formulas, and then we're going to go back and figure out why it is this way. So your Directrix is kind of working on your x-axis, and you take wherever the vertex is, and then you just count p from it. And then the focus, basically the same thing is going to happen. You just find where your vertex is, and then you just count right or left, however far the p is from that. If it opens up and down, similar things happens. We just count p from wherever the Directrix is, or we count p from wherever the focus is. So you just go the opposite direction. So we've got some good formula things, and some of you love formulas, and other people are like, I just want to know, like, why does it work? The formula is not helpful for me. Okay, so let's check here. Find the vertex, the focus, and the Directrix of the parabola. Okay, so to start, I know that I've got, see this right here, and this right here? Those are my important numbers. And then I notice that it's an x squared. If it's an x squared, that means it's either going to open up or down. So I look over at that 8. So I know that it's going to open up. If you need a moment on that, just push pause and figure out how did I know that it was going to open up. Then I know that my vertex is at +3, -1. How did I know that? Because of what I highlighted. So +3, -1. So that's right here. Then it says, find the focus and the Directrix of the parabola. Where do I look to find those? I'm going to look right here, because I know that that is 4p. So 4p equals 8. So the 4p is maybe something you just need to memorize and know. That means that p is equal to 2. So if that's the case, I know it's opening up, right? So I start at the vertex and I just count up 2. There it is. And so now I can write the equation, or not the equation, that the focus is at 3, 1. So really what happened was I just added 2 to the y coordinate because I knew I was going up 2. So if you like the formula, you can add 2. If you need to count it, you can do that as well. And then I know that my Directrix is going to go to the other way. So -2. So my Directrix is going to be at y equals -3. If you're like, that whole writing of -2 wasn't helpful, then come back to the original vertex right here and count down 2 from there. So you can do it graphically, or you can do it formulaically. Whatever works best for your brain is great. Then, next thing, I know that my focal width is 8. Because that came from right here. That's always your 4p is always your focal width. So that means I find my focus. Since my focal width is 8, I go 4 each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 the other way. And now I can make my parabola. All right, let's try another one. Now you are more than welcome to pause this if you want to. I'll go through this one, but again, pause or put it on 1.5 if you know what's going on. So first of all, my vertex is at -2, -4. Okay, check to make sure. Why did I do that in a wonky order? Because I know, since it's y squared, that this is going to open either left or right. I'm going to say it opens left because this right here is -12. So therefore, my vertex, -2, -4. I know that 4p equals -12. So p is -3. Since I'm going to the left, let's see, I'm going to go in and I'm going to graph the -2, -4. -2, -4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I know it's opening to the left, so I'm going to count 3 to the left from there. 1, 2, 3. So I just went 3 to the left. So that means my focus is at -5, -4. You can either count it or write it. Either one is a great way to do it. Then I know that my directrix has to be 3 the other way. So 1, 2, 3. Here it is at x equals 1. So again, either by adding or by just counting, either is great. What is my focal width? My focal width is 12. So where was my focus? Was this purple dot. So I go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down 6. Oof. I think I'm going to run out of room, which is totally fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't. Great. And then, there we have it. There is my parabola that shifted around.